Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Make a Million Morning Show. I'm your brother Hiram Akeem, and once again, I'm in the building. Look at here. Look at, listen, it is Juneteenth. I'm Juneteenth. You know,
we are Juneteenth.
I made it a verb. I'm showing action.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, I got Miss Juneteenth in the building. You know who this is. For that one person who don't know who it is, tell somebody your name.
Well, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. I am Tara Mosley Weems, but you can just call me Tara.
Tara in the building. This is Miss Juneteenth. She's trying to be modest and everything. Listen, Juneteenth is in the building, and this is an important day for everybody that looks like you and I. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't tap dance with it. Okay, I'm gonna give it a buck. Listen, let's just talk about Juneteenth a little bit now. I'm of the mindset that we as a collective need to be doing the same thing that we do on July the 4th.
Yeah.
What that means? I mean, we need to party in our backyard, celebrate in our backyard, call your uncle, your drunk uncle, your fake cousin, your not so fake cousin, your home girl, you know that girl you that eats, that girl that take too much plates.
Right, tinfoil.
Yeah. We need to do that type of thing in the backyard and just celebrate the freedom, because I believe when we was liberated and somebody came down and said, yo, it's over. I don't think we went nowhere and tried to, no, I think we partied right then and there, celebrated Jubilee, and then we took off.
Right.
What'd you think?
I agree with you 100%. And in the past, it's something that people did. And I think now it's become so commercialized that people feel like they have to be in these big settings for it. But it's okay to be in your neighborhood.
Hey, man, you are a stickler for that. You are a proponent for that. Yeah. You are a factor. You've been doing it for a long time in your community where you grew up on it. Talk about that.
Right. So we were on our 7th year at Joy Park. And, the beauty of it is because as our vendors came in our first year, we let all the vendors in for free. The only vendors that had to pay that fee for the health department if they were selling food. And so every year, as the years went by, if you started off with us for free, we let them continue to stay in for free. And so come in and make some money. People, these are small business owners trying to get a couple dollars, and that was important to us. Oh, wow. And so even after the things happened on Kelly Avenue and we decided to move down to the resource house, we still had people show up.
Yes, I was there.
You were there. You were there. It was hot though.
I was at every last one of them.
You were there every single year. Absolutely.
Put your face in the place and everything. Listen, a lot of people believe, I don't know, I think it's indicative to Akron, Ohio, based on how Juneteenth originally came about. I think people really believe they have to go ask somebody if we can party. Can we go to the parks and stuff like that? We know that you don't need permission to celebrate your liberation.
You do not. So the only reason you would need permission or a permit, I would like to say permit. Permission just seems so, you would have to get a permit from the city if you're on city property, especially if to have events. If you're going to have vendors there, if you're going to be setting up tents, now you have to involve the city and you have to get insurance because you're on city property. However, if you're just going because they got pavilions up and you're there having a picnic with your family, you don't need permission or permit for that. And it's okay to stay in your neighborhood. I think that is so important that our community is built by being in your neighborhoods. Love in community is built when you know one another. Right. You celebrate with one another. And then plus, you be respectful for our elders. Not all of our elders have the capacity to travel downtown.
Come on now.
So if you're having something right in the neighborhood that's in walking distance for them, that is important. It should always be important to us to take care of our elders.
I like that. Speaking about taking care of our elders, we got a lot of stuff that's happening in Akron, Ohio today. Let's talk about it,
absolutely. Man. So the parade is on Saturday, and it kicks off at Bookto at 11 a.m. I say get there early because it's going to be a nice crowd. It's going to be good weather.
Yes.
My granddaughter's in the parade, but
you got to support.
Yeah, I'll be out there. I'm going to be there anyway.
Right.
And it goes to the John Brown house.
Come on.
Imagine that.
Ally. We're gonna kick it with somebody who had our
That's right. You know what? You need those allies. Sometimes you need them to come and speak for you.
You better say it.
And so you have that. And then today we're at Urban League. They have vendors. They have family activities for the whole entire day. And then they have a cocktail party afterwards. But during the daytime, up until I think 5 or 6, you can party with family. Bring your kids out. Don't just leave them. Bring them with you. Let them understand our history.
And they're doing some on the following day as well, right?
Yes, they'll have the Jubilee. They have a jubilee.
Okay, the whole
Yep. So they have a day of jubilation. This is what it's about.
Yeah.
It's okay for us to celebrate us and not people get uncomfortable about it. It should never be uncomfortable for anyone to be uncomfortable about us wanting to celebrate our freedom.
Speaking about freedom, what about Freedom Block? What they do?
Can't forget about them.
Yes.
Because, Freedom Block do it every year. So they have their Freedom Land fireworks.
Okay.
They just last couple of days, they did their big food giveaway, which they do all the time. Shout out to him, guy. But Ray Green and what he's doing up at the Freedom Block and the fireworks that they show that they have every year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fireworks fan. I get nervous, the sound, but I told my husband, we're going to stop up there.
Right.
We're going to stop up there because, they have all the fireworks in all the neighborhoods now.
Right.
So that's the neighborhood we're going to go to.
Okay, great. Listen, I always tell folks, man, that when it comes to being outside in the community and being outside for a reason, there's a reason that you're down here today. You're not just here celebrating Juneteenth with your black brother. Let everybody know the reason for the season. Okay?
So we always going to be here celebrating for us and for our people. It's so important. It's for us to know our culture and know our history. But to add to that, we are outside for a reason.
Yes.
Because I am running for mayor for City of Akron.
I'm going to put the clap on.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the clap on.
Yeah, so, and this time, a lot of people ask, why did I announce so early? It's because we wanted that time. We wanted the time to be able to go out and make our case to the people, to the Akron residents, why Tara is the best candidate to lead this city forward.
And those of you already know the pedigree. She just told you she's in the community, she's of the community, and the bigger, greater Akron community as a whole, which is important and everything.
Right.
And as you can see, she's here chilling with just little old D. That's right, little old D and everything. Tell somebody, man, one more time, man, why it's important that our voices being heard in those places that we can't really reach sometimes.
Right. So for me, there's so many residents who feel unheard. And they feel like they've been forgotten. They feel like the neighborhoods have been forgotten. And that is probably the biggest reason why I decided to step back in, outside of just really having that conversation with my husband, who said, why not? You've done the work. Why wouldn't you? And so it didn't take a lot of convincing, though. But, just to hear that from him was just like, okay.
Right.
And so I think it's important for them to have a voice, someone who understands it. I've lived it. I've been here my entire life. I love my city. I've never looked at it as an opportunity to use to get somewhere else. I think that we need to focus on our neighborhoods and focus on the people. And if you focus on the people and focus on the neighborhoods, it will take care of the gun violence. It'll take care of our public safety issues. And with all that, takes care of downtown.
Come on now.
And that is the reason why we're running.
I like that. Listen, man, you already know what I'm about, man. I'm about supporting the people that support the community. When we talk about support, we're not talking about just sharing them. That's not support. That's promoting. To support is throw some money at it. Donate to the style. Tell somebody how to do it.
Right, we need money for the mission, for sure. Knocking those doors is important, but again, you want to make sure that you have people out there, you have your volunteers and people who believe in you, but you want to make sure you're able to pay them as well. So we need money for the mission. And you can give at TaraForAkron.com. There's a donate button on there. We ActBlue, PayPal, and it's just really important that people understand that we are in it for the people. And then we have our fundraiser, our campaign kickoff is on Saturday at Akron Family Restaurant, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The breakfast is free, but you can bring some money.
Is that the promo I saw?
That's it.
That's the one I'm showing right now?
That's it. And so I want to be able to get our message out. And for those residents and people who may, sort of kind of want to question some things, I want to have those conversations with them, because it's one thing for somebody to tell you something. It's one thing for you to sit and have a conversation with somebody about the things that you've heard. Mostly not true, but how people are.
Well, listen, one more time here. For you and yours, tell somebody why they should vote for you.
Why they should vote for Tara. If you want somebody who is from the neighborhood, understand this city, I have the experience to sit in that executive office. I've served on council for 10 years. I've brought in more legislation than anyone around that horseshoe, and I will toot my horn about that.
Come on now.
Speaking of legislation, I'm the one who brought in the Juneteenth.
You better say it.
Say, Just being honest.
Right.
So if you want someone who actually knows this community, loves this community, and understand that it starts in our neighborhood with the people, I'm the candidate for you.
Listen, for the lovely candidate for you, Miss Tara, I am the brother Hiram King for the Reporter newspaper. Have some fun and get something done, y'all. Peace.
Akron raised me. This city shaped my values, my faith, my determination, and my love for community. And for most of my life, I have dedicated myself to fighting for the people of Akron. I have walked our neighborhoods, listened to our seniors, stood beside working families, supported small businesses, advocated for safe streets, and fought to make sure everyday people had a voice at the table. Because leadership is not about titles, it's about service. But today, too many people across Akron feel unheard. Too many neighborhoods feel forgotten. Families are struggling. Residents are frustrated. And many people no longer feel connected to the decisions being made about their own city. Akron deserves better. We deserve leadership that puts people first. Leadership that listens. Leadership that shows up. Leadership that understands that a strong city starts with strong neighborhoods. My vision is simple. Neighborhoods first. That means safer communities, affordable, stable housing, more opportunities for our youth, support for small businesses, cleaner streets and neighborhoods, and real investment that reaches every corner of Akron, from East Akron to Kenmore, North Hill to Firestone Park, West Akron to Middlebury, and yes, downtown. Because the future of Akron cannot be built by leaving people behind. I believe we only succeed when we work together. This city belongs to all of us, not some of us. And real change happens when communities come together with purpose, compassion, and vision. So today, on the day that means so much to me and my family, I am proud to officially announce my candidacy for Mayor of Akron. I am Tara Mosley Weems, but just call me Tara. And together, we will fight for the future of Akron.
This has been a podcast from the Mecca Media Social Media Network.